rocking them Timberlands, deep up in the trenches. It's no difference, 4th and inches. I'm finna hit a lick and handle business. I got her down, she real vicious. Rock-a-bye, baby.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Arizona Cardinals and the San Francisco 49ers. Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. This taken in at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Down. Quick, yellow. Ready?
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Well, these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Throwing on 2nd and 8, Lance. That one caught by Ross Dwelling. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Now, this defense for the Cardinals, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. The Niners have 5-11 on the year. And they've lost 3 straight here. And it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak. And right now, they're not playing their best football. But if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Play action. Now it's Lance. And this pass caught by Gray. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. 3rd and 7 now.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. That's good for 28 yards.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. They stay on the ground. And he coughed it up. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the
face it, everybody at the start of a game has a mental image of how they expect it to go, and I think that was going exactly as they scripted it offensively. Moving the ball well, seemingly in control, and that fumble, that's got to be a little bit deflating, don't you think?
Yeah, foiled the whole plan there, turned the ball over. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Murray now on 1st down. Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. And the 49ers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So this is something we didn't see often, this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance rolling to his right. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down. A starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the 1st down. Drive 1 that had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
But warm-up QB, too. Let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game, but they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Ready?
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Touchdown 49ers. Ray McCloud. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Niners use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back on that counter play?
That's what you need for a good counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. On first down, they go back to Mitchell. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 11. To throw is Murray. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the Niners are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. To throw on 2nd and 6. Lance throws the out route and completes it to Samuel. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Lance on target to Samuel for a Niner first.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
McCaffrey on the counter. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
From just shy of midfield, Lance. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. And the 49ers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months. Not weeks, months.
And I think the challenge they put upon themselves is, we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea. Catch is made by Marquise Brown.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing on first down is Murray. His throw incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. And this is caught. Touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins. 40 yards. And the Cardinals are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Now Matt Prater for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
That goes for a gain of 31.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game. And they hit that one there for big yardage.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Finding Gray going across the field. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Ready.
McCaffrey running up the middle. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. And Lance now to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Isaiah Simmons getting by the offensive line and dropping the quarterback. Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Taken in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff.
He's got him in, complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They fake the handoff, now Murray. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Murray now. And the reception made by Green. Touchdown, Cardinals. A.J. Green, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there, a touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Extra point good by Prater, and the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. In motion left goes Jennings. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Lance. He's going to air one out. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the turnover, here's Murray. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. Prater's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Take it in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want us to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Murray now on first down. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
On second down, here's Mitchell. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 45 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First down, and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. So that is not the way you want to begin the half when you're only up by 1 score. A turnover right away.
And my guess that in the locker room, that's what the defensive coordinator of the other side was saying. We've got to find a way to get the football back for our offense. And they were able to do it.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Isaiah Simmons, boy, he can move all over the field, and he gets a tackle for loss there.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Here we go.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Ready.
Throwing now is Lance. And this is incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
White. Ready.
Here's Lance to throw it. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Ready.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Hey.
The slot man in motion right.
52 blast.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lance. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield but what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Throwing his lance on third down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle, 37 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Gold with the extra point, and that will level the playing field at 17 all. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run over center with Mitchell. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw, it's Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 36. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 36. Murray going to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Niners are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The long drive last time out for this offense, Charles, if you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offense, he's got a man complete. Touchdown, 49ers. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
At After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things. And this is caught. Touchdown. Robbie Anderson, 51 yards. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the third quarter. Prater for the extra point. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Niners on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Ready?
To throw, it's Lance. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Lance. Open man is Juwan Jennings. And he is going to have the Niners first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Well, you can absolutely feel the thought process there. They just gave up the touchdown. So in the huddle, they're telling each other, you don't want to give it back now on a 3-and-out. Nice job of making sure that they wouldn't, and they pick up the first down.
Forced out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the scrambler or the dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
After the sack on first down, Lance to the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Lance going to try and throw on third down here. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 23. A third down gain of 19.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Ready up.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Lance looking to throw it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Cardinals will take over here just shy of the 30.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the fourth quarter. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Here's Murray. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First target, first catch, and a first down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. On the counter, Mitchell. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight to the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Murray to throw. Got a man. It's McBride complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to the ground here. Mitchell. 62 yards rushing for him now to this point. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. To throw is Murray. He'll dump that one off to Mitchell. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Connor, and he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Connor. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. Extra point good by Prater, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taking it about the 1. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out the field position at the least.
Here's Lance. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Lance back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Okay, ready?
Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. One final try now for Lance. He's going to let it fly. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And the Cards are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Cardinals, it's one more win to finish the season as they wrap up with a sterling 15-2 record. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, this loss will be the capper to what will be a disappointing 5-12 campaign. And with
I told my boss it ain't no limit. Told all my dogs it ain't no limit. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. I'm whipping in track, I was messed up suspension. I drove it so fast that I blew out the engine. I kept it too real ever since the beginning. I play offensive D, I might switch my position. Lil' mama was thirsty, so I had to quench. I'ma drive real fast, cause you know I shoot quick. Just like traffic Kelsey, I be having emotions. Just like a lamb, man, you know I'm exploding. My heart cold, bad, I ain't got emotions. I'm going hard, yeah, you know I'm devoted. We running streets, yeah, you know we control it. She love the kids, she be busting it over. I'm quarterbacking like I'm Kyler Murray. Trying to win, I'm up at practice early. Going crazy, I just real the jersey. It's the first half, and we done dropped 30. We just up the scoring them, boy, man. I told my boss, it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game.
Money on my mind, head in the game. It's like I scored again, diamonds on them dance. I can hear the music playing with the bands. Crowd going wild, dived in the fans. I'm locking in on a mission, I tell her my vision. You young and she get like me. I got your shorty, she with me. I gave her a jersey, I told her to join my team. It's best you go where it's safe. You know how I play. I get to a sack like Frank. You can teach money to fly. I turn it up hop. I catch it and go to the bank. It's crazy, I'm used to the lights. I'm shining so bright. It's visor to cover my face. You see me working and working. I'm getting the gum. And soon they be feeding me grapes. Let's go.
I told my boss, it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head
they
in the game.
They screaming my name when I walk in the building. Yellow diamonds on me like I play for the Steelers. I'm in the field, yup, just like a Steeler. Oh, this your girl, my band had the Steeler. I hop on the beat and I float like a real. I caught a TD, yeah, right across the middle. I'm speaking facts, boy, you telling riddles. Can't hang with the gang, so we had to sit them down. I'm in LA, riding around and around. My dog just called, say he finna touchdown. When I call a play, do want her a sound. Hold up, money calling right now. I gotta go and get it, and it don't matter how. All I know is, man, yeah, I'm 10 toes down. I keep my head high and my eyes on the prize. Yeah, my feet on the ground. Let's go. Let's go.
I told my boss, it ain't no limits. No. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. Two turned up, turned down right now. Two dope make better get around right now. Hey, I'm two turned up, turned down right now. Two dope make better get around right now.
You see, it's 2 type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it,